Customs. We all know what customs are. Figures made out of paper, clay, etc. Any resource we have of any character, of any twin company that has not made it, we have resourced to making customs. So, it's going to be not as long as I think it would be, but a decently long video. Let's start. So to start off for the first custom, we obviously have my OC. Knight is his name. A little bit more information will be spread of this guy in a later video. So first we're going to go with the incomplete and old customs. We have an incomplete Fox Gamer. We also have an incomplete CJ. I will be completing these guys sometime around. We have an incomplete Dahlia, make the rest stealth flock. And we have a incomplete Hal custom. Gotta put this guy back in the oven. Forgot to put on his eyebrows, so I put them back on. And his hair isn't colored in his beak. That's also another incomplete custom. Pretty sure that's around all the incomplete customs that I have. So let's move on to, well, the complete customs. Wait, or no, we'll go on to the old ones. So to start off with old customs, we have a old Chef Pig. This was in the Bad Piggies pilot. The only thing that changed is his color, and his ear broke. You can see the original color. And of course, he has no hat. We'll get on to the reason why that is later. And for any other older customs, I don't think I have. That's probably just the only old custom I have. Pretty sure the rest of them are somewhere else. But let's just go on to complete customs. Can't take everything off because it's going to be a little doozy. So I guess we'll start with the ones I did today. I have a redone Chef Pig. He's based off of his sprite from Bad Piggies. It's really accurate in my opinion. See his ears not breaking. I reinforced it. The wire. He has the bigger mustache. He has the blue things under his eyes, and his eyes are not straight. I kind of like this. I like this design a whole lot better than the older one. And yes, the hat is made out of Lego. And the only complete other Angry Birds YouTuber custom is Danker Gold. He is actually gold, and his his eyes are actually shiny. So yeah, kind of added a little bit of realism of what he probably look like. Asked him if it was the right size, and said, yeah, it's probably about perfect size. Next, here we got some more pigs. We have Chronicler Pig. Very proud of how this guy came out. I based him off of Toons 1. And now let's go on to some more known bird characters. We have Bubbles. Did this guy today. Love how he turned out. The markings are like how it's shown in the Angry Birds 2 game. Speaking of Angry Birds 2, one of the exclusive birds to it, we have Silver. You guys might have seen the video of how her eyes used to look, and I fixed them. So yeah. Weird thing is, there is an older Silver that I had, which I don't know where she is right now. But I actually made that one before Gerard made the tutorial video, and it was similarly made to this. If y'all don't believe me, I don't care. But I actually made that before Gerard did. So yeah. Next, on the topic of silver, we have my custom Space Silver. This one I call Looping Silver. A little bit of backstory. Her power is basically she loops twice, but she can still continue her loop if she collides into something with the first one, but she can get interrupted in the second one. And no, she does not go straight down. She just loops and then loops into like the structure. It's like it's a time-based power, which is hard, like normal Silver's power. Yeah, I don't really care about it. Now that we're in space, apparently, we have my custom Space Howl. I call this guy Cyberbird or Cyber Howl. His power is that he can basically, boomerang the same distance, but then he'll curve back up, you tap again, then he does another boomerang. Yep, so that's it. Really love this design. I love how he turned out. I love how I made him metallic. Okay, now time to go into a little bit more different characters, more of a classicer characters besides Bubbles. Yeah, Stella, based off the other Redbirds, slightly bigger than his. I'm fine with it. Here's also a character inspired by Gerard the Redbird. Mantelda's mom. He calls her Chica, but I decided to call her Elizabeth because Matilda is supposed to be from England. Well, in my AU. Okay, so going on to few how designs here, we have his Angry Birds Rio and his Angry Birds friends. Now in the show, whenever the episodes will get released, these two will not be Hal's. These will be Hal's brothers. If you want to know their names, this is Hill and that's Al. If y'all guys, just wanted to know that. Okay, let me just go get the next one. Gotta clear the space out a little bit. Okay, we're back. Now, to start off, we have Terrence. Just did this guy. His beak is messing up. It's very hard trying to get the tape on. But yeah, it's Terrence. I'll fix his beak, apparently. That just happened. Okay, now these are a few ones. These ones are actually going to have to be separately because of the way I did them. First, we have Jay. As you notice, his eyes are blue. So whenever I get a few more Bluebird figures, I only have one right now, I'll color code their eyes. Okay, next we have Jim. No, not Jim. Jake. He has red eyes. Then we have Jim, who has green eyes. I based their eye colors because I realize in the blues in the movie and in their own spin-off series, they have different colored eyes, these exact colors. Well, I mean, Jake's was more of a brownish red, but I chose red to be simplistic. So yeah, there you go. Those are the three blues. And now time to move on to a custom that I'm very proud about. You guys seen this guy already. He's appeared in a few things. And no many spoilers because there's gonna be definitely something happening in season 1. That is King Leonard Salvador Mudbeard. I made him a whole lot bigger. I feel like he fits this size a whole lot better. And yes, something will happen now that this guy is a part of the season 1 gang. But yeah, he's gonna knocks over me. Intimidation. He's already bigger than Terrence, but Terrence is still strong nonetheless. So yep, that's all my custom figures. I already made one of how all my Mattel figures are. But I mean, some things that happened. So if you guys want a little update, I now have 2 more pigs, and let me just go get them. Okay, here are all the figures I got an updated collection with. Now I do have to confess something. It's Red's eyes, since this guy was very used. Very much. The eye paint was already wearing off when I got them. So I had to paint both the eyes. If you can kind of see. The camera's not picking up. But you can see that the eyes look a little spotty. I used paint. Very unfortunate that happened, but hey, he looks a little bit better now. The eye paint before this was just kind of like looking off to the side slightly. Bugged me a little bit, but then eventually that eye wiped off. So I had to repaint it all. Then I gave him the spots. Here, Bluebird figure. You might look like slightly gray on camera, but trust me, he's blue. Most of the Bluebird figures look like this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did not look like this when they all released. I don't know, they probably did. Or it's just the rubber the rubber changing color due to age. Of course, two normal pigs. You know, who doesn't need more of these guys? They're indispensable. Now, I technically have 9 minion pigs. One of them I use for a custom corporal pig. Which, wait, I probably should add him because he's technically custom. Okay, I have the corporal pig. He's technically custom. But yeah, this is one of the ones I have. Yeah, so this is supposed to be the 9th minion pig. But the thing with this one, the reason why I made him corporal pig, he has this slight mark above his eyebrow, if you cannot see that. So yeah, decided to use the helmet on this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that on. This is actually a space game helmet. Do not know when I'm gonna get Mega Fling. I'll most likely make a video if I do get Mega Fling. So yeah, it's basically a short update of my collection and a showing of my collection of all my custom figures. So again, guys, if y'all like what you see, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. And I'm totally not gonna explode this